Good morning and welcome to the craft room on this cold Ballarat day. We're here to have a look at what we can do for Easter when you haven't got any Easter sets. You didn't buy the Easter Joy Suite or the Easter Basket Bundle and you're like, I can't make anything for Easter. Yes, you can. There's lots of things we can do and I'm going to show you a few ideas today. I know it costs a bit to do Stampin' Up, and you don't have to tell me. I spend a fortune. Don't tell my husband. But I do spend a fortune on Stampin' Up. And it keeps me happy. It's my therapy. It's my go-to when I want to relax and calm down or enjoy some quiet time to myself. It's also a great way to meet other people. So it's been a great thing for me. But enough about Stampin' Up. I do know it costs a lot, and so some people this year might have gone, look, money's tight. I didn't buy the Easter stuff because it's just for Easter, and now I can't do Easter cards. Yes, you can. You do not have to have bought the bundle or the suite. You've got probably lots of things in your stash that you can use right now. So we're going to go down to the desk and have a look at what we've got. In fact, the stamp set one we're going to use today, or one of them, is actually only $9. So yes, you can afford that. Let's have a look. So let's get down here to the desk. Let's switcheroo. Ooh, get it straight, Ellie. Get it on the thing. Right. This stamp set, Notes of Spring. If you spend $125 on products, you can buy it for $9. So it's the product of the month. And right here is a cute little bunny. And you don't have to even colour him. They've got a stamp that you can stamp over him and he's coloured. So he's a great one for Easter, and we're going to do a few things with this bunny today. And if you've bought this stamp set, which is a really good go-to stamp set, I grabbed it out because of the word, where is it, Easter. I thought, I've got Happy Easter. Perfect. And then I noticed it's got a bunny on it. So I've also done some ideas with this bunny. Now you might say, yes, that's all well and good. I've got that, I've got that. I might be able to make something. I've got a stamp set that's got the word Easter, and if you need one of the current ones, it's Blessed Beginnings and Reasons to Celebrate also have Easter in them. But you might have an old stamp set with Easter, but you didn't get the paper. Well, what am I going to do? I haven't got paper. And this is the Subtles paper all the way through here. Any of these colours or combinations. Now, if I can do it. There's Easter colours. Or you might have, this is really well used. You can see I've got bits and pieces at the front. This is the beautiful Bioga. I have no idea how they say that. But it's also all lovely pastel colours and soft colours. So, I mean, look at this. This would make a great Easter card. Look at those colours. I haven't used that one. Might have to do something with that. So, there's Easter paper. Right. Didn't get those? What about this? Now, I just saw this just before. I love the look of this. It's all little tiny daisies. I reckon that would make a great Easter card. Didn't use it because I hadn't noticed it until a few minutes ago. So what have I used? Let's have a look. I didn't use the Notes of Spring on this one. So this is all Choose Happy. And this is the Mixed Up Patterns Designer Series paper, which you might have got because you felt you could use it with a lot of things. Well, that's a pretty good Easter card. So, and I've just stamped a bunny on the inside, bit of paper. These are the postage what do they call it? Postage stamps, postage dies, perennial postage dies that I've used to cut these out. So there's one idea. We also have, let's use this one first. This lovely, lovely paper is the Beached Boardwalk. Beautiful pastel colours in here. I've used this piece here. I've stamped it all over with the bunny out of Choose Happy, the perennial postal label, and just Happy Easter. And I've put 2 Easter eggs in a card bag. So, quick, simple, easy. Anyone would love to get some Easter eggs. Or, if we're going on to another paper, now this is, we've had this around for a while, you probably have it, Nests of Winter. It's been around for quite a while. I used some paper out of there, this sheet of paper. I did the same as here. It's exactly the same card. I've had to use bigger size postage squares because the rabbits are a bit bigger. But these are the rabbits out of, where's this set? Notes of Spring. So there you go, you've got 2 sets there. And lastly, no, not lastly, I've just dropped one. Oh yes. Lastly, did you get last month's paper? This is the $9 paper you could have bought last month if you spent $125. So there's a $9 one and a $9 one. And here's a little Easter card. So lots of options. So we're going to make, one last card. Don't have any paper. Why not just do it like so? Now that's the embossing the Lazy Daisy. Lazy Daisy? Yeah, I think it's Lazy Daisy. In folder. And I've just done the bunnies out of this one. Choose Happy. So there's some ideas. But let's get into making something right now. And I'm going to use the bunny out of the Notes of Spring. And I'm using Happy Easter out of Choose Happy. So, let's see. We'll do this one first. I've got 2 quick cards here. So, that fits there. That's half a card. Let's fold that in half. And I'm going to bring in the most unusual paper. Something really bright. But again, it's in the soft pastel colours, but it's in your face bright. And one of the pages in here, what is this called? This is called Splash of Sparkles. And I've got a piece here that I thought I might use because I noticed it matches up with my colours that I've been using, which is the Peach Pie and the Pretty in Pink, which are the colours that are about to disappear when we get our new colours. So just be aware of that. So I thought I'd do this card. Now, I'm going to pop that on there, nice and bright, but I want to have bunnies. I'm going to stamp some bunnies. So I'm going to do, I reckon 4.5 looks about the right size. Yeah, I can fit a bunny there. 4.5. And I want this, no, it's not right. 2 under 14, which is 13.8. So that fits right across my card. I could put that on the inside. In fact, I might. let's pull this aside. Oh, I want one more piece. Let's get, I'll do a short piece. Do I need, no, a short piece will be fine. 2 centimetres? I reckon 2 centimetres. 2 centimetres for my label. So let's pop that aside. Let's see what we can pull together. We'll bring in our stamp mat. And I'm just going to stamp with Memento Black. If I can get the lid off. There it is. And the first thing I'm going to do is stamp a rabbit in the middle. And then I'm going to have them going, oh, he's not straight. We might stamp it on the other side because, you know, it'd be nice if I could get it straight. 1. Might have to turn this around so we get the bunny right. 2. Oh, he's not straight again. It's what happens when your head's not straight over the top. This one's jumping. That's not Hallmark, is it? Now, I'm going to take my pink and my bunny shape, and I'm just going to stamp this bunny pink and this bunny pink, and then we'll give it a bit of a clean. Actually, what we might do too, while we've got the pink out, let's stamp a pink bunny on the inside. So we better get Memento back out. Oh, juggling around today, aren't I? And we'll put that away. And we'll make a pink bunny on the inside. And that's our paper there. Where did I put our piece that we were stamping? I've thrown everything away now. Oh, here. We'll get orange or peach pie. So that's pretty in pink. Let's get some peach pie. I haven't even checked. Am I going live in the right place? We could be talking to no one. Now, we'll just give him a little clean on the chamois. And we'll come in and stamp our other rabbits. Looks pretty good. Well, we've got our orange, our peach pie open. Let's stamp. I'm going to stamp it on the angle. Happy and Easter. Get up the right way will help. Now, give everything a quick clean. Just doing it on the chamois. Right. We've got our ink done. Let's pull this together. Fold our card with the bone folder. Put our paper on. Which way? That way? Are we going to go? Yeah, I think that way. We'll go pink at the bottom. So let's just get this on here. Now, let's have our bunnies sit up. So we'll bring in some dimensionals. Better put the lid on this or it'll dry up and I won't be able to get the glue out. And we'll put some more here. We need a few because it is a long piece. So let's get these off. Now we'll put our bunnies like so. There. I'm going to bring in some ribbon on this one. I often use twine on the end of a label, but this time I'm going to use ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a knot. Just a quick knot, tie it twice so it stays. And I'm just going to then snip the ends. Would be better if you brought the ribbon scissors out, Ellie, but we'll go with what we've got. And this is why I'm trying to show you, you know, it's okay to just go with what you've got and make use of it. Don't stress and think, I can't do it. That would be better straight too. You could try and do things straight if you want to, Ellie. We'll do that one there. And we'll put a couple of dimensionals there. Maybe 3 just to hold it in place. One, 2, 3. Now you could use any paper really that you've got in your stash. Pastels work well for Easter. I'm going to bring in the in colour dots, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one there and one there as like little pinboard to hold that up, and then down here I'm going to pop 1, 2 and one orange one just up here. And that, oh, I didn't put my, now this could go on that envelope if you wanted to, or you can stamp the envelope with your little bunny. I'm going to put it in there. If I can get it to go, there it is. So I'm just going to put it in here so it matches the front. And there's my card. One hint, this is stamped so it won't go through, but if you're colouring using blends, it does go through. I don't think I've got anything I can quickly show you, but it does go through the paper. So in this card, I actually have cut that shape out so that it's there, so it doesn't show on the back. Doesn't really matter if it does show on the back, but if you don't want it to show, that's the way to go. But these ones, when you're using stamped ink, it's watercolour ink, water ink, based ink, it doesn't show through. So that's card 1. Shall we do another quick card? Let's do card 2. Different paper. Let's bring back the bird paper. Okay, and I'm going to use this piece here. I might have some already cut. No, might not. Let's just use this piece. So, what am I going to use? I'm going to use Pool Party as my card base. Now, I can't get a full card base out of this piece because I've cut into it on the other side of birds, and I've been cutting the birds out. So I'm going to use just a part piece. It'll come off this side. I think I want 4 centimetres, so roughly. That's going to be a little bit over. I can't do it that way. So I'm just going to hazard a guess roughly where 4 centimetres will be. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see how close I got. I'm a little bit over, but that's fine. And then I want this to go all the length of the card. So that's going to go there. So we'll put those back in there. So I might just grab a piece of white cardstock for the front and for inside. So that's going to be 14.3 by 10. That's 1/2 centimetre smaller than the card front. 14.3 by 10. Right. So I'm going to bring in my stamp mat, and I'm going to get my bunny. Some of this out of the road. Get my bunny, and I don't need that ink anymore. I'm going to use, or this, I will need it, but not right now, this ink. So we'll just leave that one there. This time I'm going to stamp the bunny in Pool Party, and I'm just going to stamp him all over the front of this piece of paper. We'll put them upside down here. You want to try and mix him up a little bit. And it's really important that you stamp him so that he goes off the page. So it fills the whole page, but he's also reaching off. And that's, otherwise it just doesn't sit properly, look proper. I don't know how to explain that. So that's going to go there with that. But I think I want to put a piece of ribbon through here. So I'm going to use white, because we don't have any Pool Party. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. So let's stick this on, and then we'll put the ribbon on. So I've made my own background with the rabbit. I need some tear and tape to hold my ribbon. Now I want my ribbon to be straight. I want that to be straight. So I'm just going to work out where I'm going to put my ribbon. Turn my paper over. And this is where you think, oh, how am I going to get it straight? Get your piece of cardstock straight, and then make sure your ribbon lines up on either side on your grid paper or your glass mat or whatever you're using underneath. And I just put 2 little pieces of tear and tape on it. And of course I've moved it up. Line it up. That's on top of the line. I might want to go on the line. And this one. Now before you get too old, it sticks too much, just check it's exactly where you want it. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to take my card and glue that on. Glue. while that dries, I'm going to take the piece that I cut to go inside the card. And I'm just going to stamp this little bunny in the corner. And that's the inside of the card, and it matches the outside. But I'm also going to take a little bit of cardstock and I'm going to cut a circle. Now this is out of the stylish dies, but you may not have the stylish dies. You might have a circle punch. We're just going to cut a circle, and I'm just bringing in my small cut and emboss machine. It's a bit wide. I'll have to cut it down. So a small cut and emboss machine, plates 1 and 2, put my paper and die on, put the second plate 2 on, and let's just run it through. So we have a circle now that I'm going to put on the front of the card. We need to put a bunny on it, but I don't want to put a bunny on that straight. I want to do this. First of all, we'll put something on the circle. I'm going to use, where's this? I'm going to use this piece here and this piece. And I think it's this piece I've got out, yes. And I'm going to colour this in with Pool Party. So I'm going to stamp that in full Pool Party. Where's the other one? I've got another one here. No, that's the other rabbit. This one. So these are the reeds. I'm just doing the big one and the small one in Pool Party. Now I'm going to take some scrap of paper and this blob. Why I did that again, I don't know. And I'm just stamping off and stamping it at the bottom 2 or 3 times. So it just gives me a bit of ground for my bunny to sit on. Now my bunny, I want to stamp in Memento. So I'll put that aside. Where did Bunny go? Oh, he's over here. I'm just going to stamp him here in Memento. And while I've got the Memento out, I'm going to bring my circle back and bring in Happy Easter and stamp Happy, and it's upside down. Let's cut another circle, Lily. I can't have that. Oh. No, I haven't got room. I'll have to cut this one. Let's quickly do that again. Repeat. Everything was going so well there for a minute. But, I mean, I could. No, I wouldn't send a card off like that. I just couldn't. I might be able to work out how to cover it with something after, but right now, for the card that we're making, I need to cut another circle. Right. Let's go again. Let's bring Pool Party back. and stamp our reeds. I want to get out of there. Oh, 1, 2. Bring in our scrap of paper to stamp off. I actually think that's all right. That'll do. We don't need that again, I hope. Now, let's try this again. Up the right way. Happy. Nearly did that upside down. Easter. And we'll bring in our peach pie. Make sure we clean this. Don't want to put pretty and pink on peach pie. Stamp our bunny. Right, I think we're safe now. I think I've done all the stamping. And it's up the right way. Now, these dies don't come, these stamps don't come with a die or with dies, so quick little bit of fussy cutting of our bunny. And he actually isn't that hard. Just follow him round that tail. Along the feet. We're nearly there. And he's cut it. So I'm going to get my dimensionals. And just because I can, I'm putting 3 on him. And that's the type of girl I am. I like lots of dimensionals. We actually don't need this mat anymore. We'll get rid of that. We'll pop him on here. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. And one in the middle so he doesn't sag. Right, they're out of the road. Let's get all the mess out of the road. We'll pop him on here. Now I'm going to do a little bit more ribbon. And I'm just going to slide it under and tie a knot. Knots are easier than bows, so if in doubt, tie a little knot. Don't think I need a second one there. Trim my ribbon. Let's put the inside of our card in. Come on, glue. There we go. He's cooperating. I like it when it cooperates. Come on, Ellie, you can get this straight. And then to finish him off, I'm going to bring in the rainbow adhesive backed dots, and we'll pop a couple of them on. And I'm just going to pop down here one, and a small one, a big one and a small one, and a small one up here, maybe up there. And there he's done. We'll just give this a little bit of a score so it sits flat. And there are our two cards. Quick, easy. And if you get it around the right way, even better. So hopefully that gives you inspiration to try and have a look at what you've got in your stash and come up with an Easter card that actually you're using just what's in your stash. You're not stressing about the fact that you didn't buy anything. For me, this little bunny I thought was the cutest little bunny. Mind you, I didn't mind this one either. I thought he was quite cute on Choose Happy. So there's lots of things you can do if you just have a look at what's in your stash and how you can make it work. And a row of bunnies is quite easy done, or just one bunny highlighting. So I'm going to bring you back to me. Can you believe it? Easter is next week. We're a bit backwards, that's better. Easter's next week. I can't believe it. It's already upon us. So hopefully you've got some ideas of what you're going to do and how you can create something. I'll pop all these on the Facebook page, and hopefully that'll inspire you. And don't forget, you can always come back and watch the video again, or you can go to my YouTube channel. I've got to remember what it's called. YouTube channel. Us not very tech savvy people, we're learning lots of these technical things, and so yes, we're on a YouTube channel for all the videos that are over 30 days old. So hopefully you're going to be creating something. I'd love to see what you do create for Easter. Pop it under one of my posts or send me a picture, and I'd really enjoy looking at what you do create at home, and to know that I have inspired you to do something that you may not have thought of. All right, have a lovely week. Try and stay warm. I can't believe we've gone suddenly from summer to winter, but we have. So try and stay warm, and I will catch up with you next Saturday, and we might just, I don't know what we're going to do. We might do Easter, we might do something new. All right, take care, my friends. Keep crafting. Bye-bye.